All right. So this is the Sunday Sudden Victory National Duels edition. We're going to move into the Rumblers and Tumblers segment here. So, Roy, why don't you go ahead and tell us what a Rumbler is?
A rumbler is somebody who is moving up in a maybe slightly unexpected way. Probably not unexpected to his coach, but somebody that was maybe ranked a little low and was really impressive this week in a way that we think will last.
Yeah, somebody like someone who you could like. I can see that guy All-American.
Yeah.
And then a Tumbler is kind of the opposite. Somebody who we projected as an All-American or a high All-American that now we have a few more questions about whether or not they are going to reach that level of potential. So perfect.
We should have a Rumbler and Tumbler accountability check-in. That's why
yeah. Yes.
Name that slide that.
Yeah. So the accountability check-in for Rumblers and Tumblers, and that's maybe accountability for like whether our observations as much as like the wrestler. So our Rumblers from last week were Stanford's Angelo Posada, who did not wrestle.
And that's notable. They wrestled Cal Baptist, and for whatever reason, he did not wrestle. And he's a true freshman, so every match is a significant percentage of his career at this point. So
right.
That was notable to me.
And he may still redshirt then. I mean, he gets 5.
Yeah, that's true.
So there could still be on the fence on that one, playing with lineups and that kind of thing, for sure. Braxton Amos. Yeah. He
recorded a fall, and Aiden Valencia recorded a tech fall against Cal Baptist. Cross Wazlewski for Penn. He recorded a tech fall. I believe they wrestled Campbell.
Yeah, I noticed that you highlighted all your guys, like, in their falls, but then for my guy, Raju, you say he gets majored by Gallagher, but he also, like, pinned a ranked guy at NC State. I don't know about that.
Okay.
So Peyton Keller hasn't wrestled since he lost those 2 matches. I think he's potentially hurt or something.
Hunter Garvin and Daniel Cardenas recorded wins against Cal Baptist, but that's still a push.
Right. Zach Ryder continues, I guess, a little bit of tumbling, I would say.
Yeah.
He lost to Cornell. He lost to Angelo, right?
Yeah.
He lost.
Zach.
And
he won a close match. The match he won was close, too. It didn't look like, oh, he's back,
Yeah, he's still, like, working on finding his footing.
Yeah.
AJ bounced back pretty good. I mean, you made him a tumbler just because he only won by a little bit. Wasn't really.
Well, he lost. He was number 1. He dropped a match.
He did drop a match, so I guess he's still.
And against Doucette, he won by 1 riding point, which was, you're living on the edge. And that was like my whole thing is like, you're not going to win a national championship with riding point.
Yeah. So Ryder lost to Allred. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. So yeah, Ryder, yeah. He's still tumbling for sure.
Swiderski, though, that's the tumble of all tumbles.
Right. Swiderski's on like just a nosedive. He's like tumbling himself out of the starting lineup. I don't know. Like, oh yeah. So I don't feel like any of our tumblers.
I think 1 week ago today he was ranked number 2 in the country, right?
After or maybe we all thought he was going to win. We're like, Van Ness isn't that good. Must be Swiderski's going to take the title. I'm reconsidering that thought. Yeah, Ryder, yeah, Cornell Kevin didn't like the no takedown call on Angelo. All right, so that's where we're at from last week. I think like Rumblers are pretty much still rumbling. Tumblers are pretty much still tumbling, but I feel like you're a little hard on AJ. So, all right, give me your Rumblers, Roy.
All right, Sergio Vega from Oklahoma State just wins all his matches. Who'd he major? Ayala?
Hardy.
Hardy. Yeah. Wow, that Hardy did not look like he had an answer for any of his stuff.
No.
He looked like he was trying to get a stalemate in every position and just get to the end of the match. Landon Robidoux, also from Oklahoma State, who, by the way, when he beat Daniel Cardenas, I put Cardenas into the Tumbler category, but now, like, oh, he's that guy from Greece. You know?
He's that guy from Greece. Clint was talking about he's going to be a 4-timer. Like, I'm like,
it's hard.
I have a rule that there's no 4-timer chatter until you're a 1-timer.
Yeah.
Until you win as a freshman, I don't really want to hear about it.
Yeah, Brandon Cannon from The Ohio State. He was kind of like always like a solid All-American, or at least that's just how I thought about him before, but he was like definitely putting the heat on people. Ohio State obviously was doing great all weekend, but I don't think he had a close match. He just pretty much beat everybody good.
Yeah. Well, I was shocked last year. Like at the end of the year, he really came on. I was really surprised he did an All-American.
Yeah.
I thought. And then, so that's what always gives me a little bit of pause.
Yeah.
Feel free to jump in the Zoom, Kevin. And then you got one more here.
Yeah, Aiden Sinclair. He did drop a match in overtime to Angelo Ferrari. And, man, totally legit title contender.
Yeah,
those are my Rumblers.
Well, Ben always says he's like really cerebral and like that. That counter that he hit on AJ, like for the first one, like where he almost got the takedown in the first when Angelo shot. Sorry,
Angelo.
Yeah, and like I was like, oh, holy cow, man! I mean, Angelo was scraping and clawing for that victory. So yeah, I would agree. Aiden Sinclair. Not that we didn't already know he was a great wrestler, but yeah, for sure. All right.
Wait, did we lose our?
I don't know. Do we get lost on Twitter or not?
Yeah, we're lost on Twitter. It's already on replay.
Is it?
Wait, what? What's going on here?
No. So my stream.
Maybe it's my phone. All right, never mind.
I'm gonna go never mind on that just temporarily because
Okay.
it does say up and start. I don't know if I did the time. Oh, you know what happened? It's because I scheduled it to end at you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, yeah, because it ended.
Mm-hmm. Let me just recreate it real quick.
Okay.
Send a message on Twitter. We'll be recreating that. It's because it took so long. I'm like, we only go half an hour, so I only set it to run for like 2 hours.
Is it still on YouTube, by the way? Is this all
yeah.
Is this all live?
Mm-hmm. This is all live.
Okay. Ooh. All right. Well, should we just keep going, or do you need a minute to?
I gotta start it.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, we'll talk about maybe Max McAnally later. We have a new category of Rumblers, Tumblers, and Stumblers, which is not someone we've really lost confidence in, but someone who is maybe didn't get a good result for this weekend. And McAnally, to me, and you could feel free to give me your take later, but he doesn't look as impactful as he looked last year. And it felt like he was just beating people up last year. And this year he looks more like trying to be the slick wrestler. And I think slick wrestler isn't like his brand in my mind. Like he was coming after like Starachi and Kekaizen.
Yeah.
And they looked like they were trying to out slick and out experience him. And he was like the young guy is stronger and faster and like wants it more.
Yeah, so he was a beast, right? And like this year, like he looks more like the hunted than the hunter. Or something, you know? I mean, like, that's a little bit, like, I don't know if I'd say, like, disturbing, but, like, yeah, sorry. I had it on a schedule, so it accidentally, like, just chopped us off. So, as people start trickling back in, our apologies.
Are we back on X?
Yeah, we're up.
Okay, let me repost it and then...
Yeah, so, Kevin, we dropped because I had scheduled it, but the dual meet took too long. So, and then, like, sometimes when this happens, like, Twitter gets a little sketchy on me. I'm going to go ahead and... it should pick up now. It looks like
okay. Yeah, it's on. I see it.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go.
So let's go.
All right, let's do your rumblers.
But yeah, that is gonna probably bounce around a little bit because when Twitter first starts, it bounces around, Kevin. So sorry about that, but it does usually like find a happy medium in a minute. So let's go ahead and do mine. Everything's good on YouTube. Man, what happened? All right. So Rouse Rumblers. So Rumbler number 1 is Dean. He's been great. Just been phenomenal.
From Iowa.
He got a fall against Missouri, and he just continued, like, going from, like, his first match, you know, and then coming from D3, and, like, there's always that chat of, you know, there's levels to this, right? And so, like, the D3 champion, he's not going to be able to compete. He won't be the starter by the end of the year, like, anything like that. So, yeah, that is a big-time rumbler for me, because I actually can see him, like, you know, competing the national tournament. I mean, I'm not saying, like, AA yet, but definitely blood round.
Well, he's only got 1 year of eligibility, right?
Right. Yeah.
He's a 3-time D3 champ.
Yeah. So, all right. Rumbler number 2, D Lockett. I guess what can you say? Except he beats everybody. It's like it's a little bit frustrating, and it's like, man, this guy really that good? And like, if you hang around and let him get that one perfect shot off, he's going to hit it, and you're going to lose. But, I mean, if you take a bunch of chances with him, I mean, he's so good with his counter offense and everything that, like, it's like, you know, what do you do? No, that's a real tricky choice I think you have with that guy. And so he's one of my rumblers. And I mean, I'm interested in his match with Mitchell Messenger. I'm interested to see what happens in that match. Lucas Bird, you know, a lot of good wrestlers, a lot of champions, a lot of, you know, they went down, but he did not, right? He looked like he's got Ayala's number. I mean, Ayala didn't exactly pull the doors off everybody this weekend either, but I mean, he beat him once with that slide by, and now he's, you know, starting to like increase the gap, I would say. He just looks super solid. And I put the Ferrari family on there just because in general they did pretty well. Let me see here. So Anthony went 2-0 for Campbell. Angelo went 4-0, and AJ went 3-0. So 3-1.
3-1.
So 9-1 as a family. I would say probably that's the best family effort for the weekend. How many brothers do we have wrestling? All right, so my tumblers. I really feel like there should kind of be a rule that can't be a tumbler 2 weeks in a row. But...
Yeah. What are you doing here?
But I mean, he fell even farther.
Okay.
So Casey Swiderski is possibly not going to be starting. I thought so that's a real challenge. Antrell Taylor, I love Antrell Taylor, big Antrell Taylor defender. He's my guy, but you have to acknowledge that he tumbled a little bit this weekend. He took some losses and then he stopped taking the mat. So you don't know if it's an injury or whatever the case, that kind of thing. When somebody stops taking the mat, that's a thing. Maybe he is hurt, or something like that. But definitely challenge. Same thing with Chris Minto. I didn't think that he took some losses too, and he looked really good. And now I'm less confident that the weight class that Chris Minto is going to be the same guy that he was down a weight class. So there's that, and then the other one's Troy Spratley. He just took some losses. And that's just
you wrestled a lot of close matches.
Mm-hmm. And you wrestle close, and tournaments are different than duels, right? There's a different energy. There's a whole different thing with that. So maybe that's it, but
he lost to Iowa, right?
Yeah, he got pinned, right?
He got pinned, right?
No.
No, he didn't get pinned, but he lost, I think.
Yeah, Dean Peterson beat him. Yeah, not a pin. Yes. Dean Peterson got pinned by Ohio State. Okay, so.
But that was a match. I mean, if Oklahoma State wins that match, they likely win that duel.
Right.
So that was the moment was big. Everything about it was big. It's an opportunity to set the tone for your team. So yeah.
Yep, for sure. All right, Roy, who's your tumblers?
Lachlan McNeil. Whoa.
Yeah.
He got majored, and him getting majored by Swiderski.
Right. Yeah.
Remember that happened too.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on there. He was an All-American last year, right? Didn't he third? He was
I don't
good
know, fifth maybe.
For North Carolina.
But
anyway.
He was ranked second, I think, going into this weekend.
Something or other. So he's fallen off. I have not seen one good match out of him this year. So Tumbler, Drake Ayala, for someone who's a 2-time finalist, he kind of looks like he's going in the other direction. There's a lot of good guys. 133, and it might, even as a returning finalist, it might be tough to get on the podium for him. Nebraska,
yeah,
man, they looked great on day one, and this is day two. I mean, there's such a I don't know. It's sometimes they just have the fairy dust and everything goes their way, and then other days nothing goes their way. They're such a streaky team.
So this is all part of the plan, I think. So last year they
peaking for NCAA.
Yeah, they said, man, we did really bad at Cliff Keen last year, and then everything worked out.
Right.
And so their plan is to just be really bad,
right?
And then it'll all work out.
Train under the radar. You gotta have a reason to ditch the facilities and train in your basement, and so maybe this will give them that. And then Facundo for Oklahoma State. He's a Penn State transfer. He's been good in the past, someone they talked about winning a national title, maybe.
Right.
And he's just looked kind of, I don't know, uninspired to me. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but. I don't know. He just didn't look like he was in it to win it this weekend. So he's in my Tumbler list.
Yeah, no, I agree. There's just not an energy about him.
And especially that team has an energy about it. It's not as a team we're not.
Yeah, and you put Nebraska on here, but Cornell Kevin makes a point that Ohio State's first half of the lineup didn't lose him. So it's really tough when you lose the first 5 matches in a duel to sort of maintain that, that momentum and everything. So, yeah, no, I agree though. With Facundo, does not look like. That's a definite definition of a tumbler. Everybody thought that this guy's going to compete for the All-American, and I would say right now, I don't have a lot of belief in his All-American prospects. But the year's long, he could be rumbling back in a few weeks. So, it happens.